Hello everyone, my name is Cameron, welcome back to the channel, and this is kind of a channel update for you guys, because I know the channel in the last week or so, 2 weeks, something like that, has kind of fallen off, and I haven't been uploading as much, and I want to kind of give an explanation as to why there has not been as much uploads. So for starters, the whole issue going on right now has kind of taken up a lot of my time. Because I'm still working, I'm trying my best to keep myself away from, like trying to keep myself from overexerting myself during this so that way I can focus when I'm at work. Specifically because it is kind of a tough time and we have a lot of customers coming in. We're getting very busy right now because of the pandemic, and I'm just trying to make sure that stuff's being done at my work when I'm there as much as I possibly can. And it's kind of been tiring me out. I went home all of last week and pretty much fucking passed out the minute I got home. Which was not fun. I was like, I wanted to do other shit when I got home, but I was just out. Last week, Monday and Tuesday, I was up at my Uncle Jesse's. We were doing landscaping work up at his house. So I couldn't really do anything then because obviously I was busy all day. I literally spent 6 hours there on Monday and 3 hours there on Tuesday, which took up most of my day. Wednesday was kind of my break day, and I fucking slept like the whole day. Thursday through Saturday or through Sunday, obviously I worked. And keeping a work schedule up is kind of a pain in the ass right now during this shit. It's not fun. Personally, I kind of wish I could get a break because it seems like my work is just getting harder and harder and more stressful and more tiring for me right now. And it's just like, I want a fucking break. I want to be able to sit home and relax for a weekend and just not have to worry about work. But sadly, I don't get that because I'm an essential employee. My paycheck sure as hell doesn't fucking say that, but government sure as hell does. Also, I've been going to the store a lot, obviously, because I've been trying to actually get myself a decent, I've been trying to eat decently recently. I'm trying to get a more well-rounded diet, which right now the beer I had last night is not agreeing with my stomach, probably because it's old as fuck. I don't know, but that's probably gonna regret. I'm probably gonna regret it. I'm probably gonna regret at least one of the beers I had last night. Yeah, so let's talk channel stuff. What's been going on? So, live streams for 2K20 are probably going to still be happening because there's not going to be a WWE 2K game in that sense this year. There's going to be a simulation game. There's going to be WWE 2K Battlegrounds, which I'm not getting for those of you wondering. It doesn't interest me. Those types of games where they have all like the fucking superpowers and shit have never really interested me. They've never been my kind of thing when it comes to WWE. If I want a fighting game with like powers and shit, I'll go play like Mortal Kombat or Injustice. I don't want that from my WWE games. I want that from like my non-WWE fighting games. So 2K20 live streams will probably continue sometime soon. Jesse and I just have to find the desire to play. That's kind of the big issue with it is we lose the desire to play very, very quickly. And it's just tough to kind of find that desire after a while. Like, we played so much 2K19 and 2K18 that it kind of burned us out on the game for a bit. Like, we burned out on 2K19 and we burned out on 2K18. We made it super far in 2K18. Like, 2K18 was the one we made it the furthest in. We made it to the second Survivor Series and burned out. 2K19, I think we made it just to WrestleMania, finished our WrestleMania, and that's where we ended it because we were getting close to 2K20's release and we didn't want to kind of stretch out 2K19 and not be able to like do enough stuff on it. 2K20, however, has been plagued with lots of issues and just has not been as enjoyable as we wanted it to be. And it's kind of really soured us on the game. And the fact that Monday, when 2K made their announcements, they didn't announce anything new for 2K20, even though they're not going to have a game until, I think it said trimester... the second, trimester 2 of the fiscal year of 2021 is when they're thinking of. It seemed like what they're trying to say is that. So, sometime in, let's see, what would that be? May, June, July, August, I think is what the second trimester would be. So, they're basically going to be releasing it a little bit before, like, very late. I'm assuming probably May of next year if they're planning a 2K21. Which seems like a long time away. I would hope that they'd release it in April, just so they can release it with WrestleMania. I think that's the best time slot, is like literally release it at WrestleMania. That's perfectly fine by most of us. But yeah, it's kind of giving us more time. But I'm pissed that they didn't announce more stuff. They didn't announce more people or a new mode or anything. They just announced, yeah, we're gonna be working on it, and that's it. Like, we'll be working on a new game. Like, the fuck, guys, come on, give us something new with this game that has had issues since it started. But me and Jesse will try our best to find the enjoyment and the time and the desire to play 2K20 Universe Mode. Okay, but yeah, so when we find the desire, 2K20 streams will resume. One sec. Will resume. I'm not entirely sure when. It's kind of an issue of me and Jesse. Basically, what needs to happen is me and Jesse both need to be awake enough to write the stuff and plan stuff. We need to have the desire to play, and we need to be able to want to stream. So yeah. Basically, what happens is one of those three things just doesn't happen most of the time. Sometimes we're not awake enough. Sometimes we both don't want to play. It changes a lot. And a big issue is definitely the fact that the game just isn't fun. It's not entirely enjoyable, which I hate saying that because I was so looking forward to this game and so looking forward to the originals, and just none of it hit home for me. Like, it's why the Let's Play of the career stopped. I didn't enjoy it. Like, I played, what did I do, 2 or 3 episodes of it, and I just stopped enjoying it. It's just what happens. I couldn't do Championship Scramble because they didn't have Create Championship from the get-go, and for whatever asinine reason, the 24/7 Championship was not in the game from the get-go, even though it came out in May of the year of 2019. So you think that they could have added it in. It's not exactly a very difficult title to add into the game. Whatever. So that was kind of one of the big issues with 2K20. So when we find the time to stream, we'll stream it. I don't know if we're going to continue it or not. At this point, we want to, but we don't at the same time. It's weird. It's a weird situation. Hopefully, we'll get it continued very soon. That being said, more channel stuff to talk about. My PC part, my memory kit will be here on the 5th of May now. It's currently the 29th of April, so it's going to be here in 6 days. Hopefully. It still hasn't shipped. They still haven't said it's shipped, so I'm very not confident it's going to be here at the time it's supposed to be here. I hope it will be, but I'm not very confident about it being here in time. Which means there's only like 2 or 3 PC parts left to get, which is great for me. I've bought a few new games. I kind of decided that I wanted to buy a few games while I had the time and while I had the money. Basically, I got my stimulus check the other day. I didn't plan on using too much of it, but I bought 3 games already in the span of like 2 days. Monday, it got added, and before it got fully added, I bought a game. I bought Oblivion for like $14. Plus, I bought a 2 gigabyte storage expansion or external storage device for my Xbox One. So now I have 2.5 terabytes of storage on both my PlayStation and my Xbox, which is very, very, very good for me. But yeah, so those are both very, very nice to have. I bought Oblivion when I bought my expansion, my external storage device. And then yesterday, I went to the store and I was supposed to look for a Nintendo Switch. So if you guys want a Nintendo Switch right now, I would highly suggest waiting because everywhere is sold out. Like, everywhere. You can get a Switch Lite if you don't have other people you want to play with and if you only want to play, handheld. But if that's not the case, yeah, you're kind of shit out of luck. Like, Amazon's the only place that has the regular Switch, but they have the new Switch, which is like $458 or whatever plus. I don't want to spend that. I'm trying to find like just the generic original Switch for like $299.99, which is available at a few places still. But they need to actually have the Switch in stock for me to buy, which most places don't. So it's looking like I'm going to have to buy the expensive Switch, which kind of upsets me, to be honest. I don't want to buy the expensive Switch, but if I really have to, I'm going to. Just because I really want a Switch. I've wanted one since they came out. I've just never had the time or the money to buy it. So at this point, it's like, you know what? If I save enough money, I can buy a Switch and not really hate myself for it. Because, like, I'll have the money in stock, the money saved up for it, which I've been saving my money like crazy recently. Probably because I haven't been doing much with the pandemic, I haven't been buying a whole lot. Like, I bought a few things here and there, but, like, I haven't bought much. Like, I haven't gone insane and spent all my money. If you guys have a job, or if you guys are getting stimulus checks or taxes back, save what you can. Like, seriously, save as much as you possibly can. It is the best thing you can do. I wish I would have started this when I first got my job, saving, like, half my check and spending, and, putting half my check into savings and half into checking. It's the greatest thing you can do. Just saving as much money as you can, because it's going to help you out in the long run. And I know it sounds like dumb advice and it sounds like pretty simple shit, but a lot of the time when you have a job and you're getting paid week to week, which a lot of jobs I know pay bi-weekly, but if you have a job and it pays week to week, you're not going to be thinking about saving any of your money. You're going to be thinking, okay, well, I'll get this in a week. No, don't do that. Don't do that. It's a bad idea. Save as much as you can, because it's going to help you out in the long run. And if something happens and your job no longer is there, you have something in savings. You can fall back on your savings a bit, which I now have like $1,200 in my savings account to fall back on if something happens with my job, which is like, I don't want to dip into it, but if I have to, I have to. You know what I mean? So it's nice. So yeah. But yeah, I'm at the point where I'm saving a shit ton of money right now, as much as I can during the pandemic, just so I have it, in case more shit like this happens. So that way I have stuff to fall back on. And I'm like, I could potentially, if I really wanted to, just keep saving money as much as I can and just hit fuck it and buy a Switch when I get to the point of all my bills are paid and I can buy it safely and without any worry to not being able to pay bills or buy food. That's also a big place for people who are wondering where the biggest amount of your check's going to go. It's going to go towards food and bills. Like, once your bills are paid, it's going to all, like, just dwindle away from food. Like, I think during the pandemic, I've gone to the store and spent over $100 like 3 or 4 times just on food. It's nuts. It's a good thing to be spending your money on. Don't get me wrong. If you're spending $100 on food, it's not a waste of your money. It's a very good use of your resource of money. However, it's still not fun to do. Like, it's not easy to watch that price go up into 3 digits, especially because during the pandemic, if you live in a state where you have bottle returns, you can currently not return bottles, which sucks ass. Not being able to return bottles really fucking sucks. Like, I have almost 2 big bags and 2 small. I have 2 full small bags, which are going to be put into big bags, and then I have almost 2 full big bags right now. And I'm talking like 55-gallon bags are almost full. 2 of those are almost full, because I was filling it right before the pandemic started, and right after I filled it, they're like, oh, hey, no more bottle returns. I was like, you guys fucking suck. But yeah, just save as much as you can, guys. It's a smart thing to do. And if you have bottle returns in your state and you drink something that can be returned, like beer or pop or what have you, save the bottles. It comes in handy when you need it. Like, I save mine, and I don't save mine for like when I need it. I save mine. I'll just go to the store. I'll return bottles, and it gets me money off of my total purchase, which is a very nice thing to have when you're going into 3-digit fucking purchases. Like when you have like $100 and more, more in your fucking cart once you're like checked out. It's like a good idea to fucking use your bottle returns. But enough life lessons with Cameron. Back onto channel news. Yeah, I've been busy as hell. I've also been cleaning my basement like crazy. Like, we have an entire corner. Also, if you're wondering what happened to my arm, I was running up the stairs. I had to pause the video for a minute because my stomach was not feeling good. I had to run up the stairs to go to the bathroom and cut my arm on the light switch by accident, which has happened a few times, sadly. You run up and you're not paying attention where your arm is at, and you just right on it. It fucking sucks. But yeah, we cleaned up an entire corner. The corner over there is currently a fucking mess. The corner behind me is also still a mess. But I've been getting a lot of work done. I've been getting boxes broken down. I've been getting cardboard or styrofoam thrown out and other stuff thrown out that I don't really need down here, and trying to clean up as much as I can and sweeping the floors like crazy. I'm hoping that by, I want to say July, like mid-July to end of July, I have this place cleaned to the point where I want it to be, because I kind of want to turn that corner. I know you guys can't tell what I'm talking about, but like there's basically 4 corners in my basement. There are like 4 sections. The one I'm pointing to is the diagonal, my right, or no, my right, the diagonal of my right corner, I'm trying to clean up and use for something. I don't know what yet. I don't know what I want to use most of my basement for. I just know I want it cleaned up like crazy. But yeah, so that's been what a lot of my time has been designated towards recently. And then just playing games by myself, just enjoying video games for a bit, just trying to kind of take that step back from YouTube for a bit, enjoy video games. Because what a lot of people don't realize is when you're a YouTuber, even if you're not a big one, like certainly not a big YouTuber, but even when you're a YouTuber and you're playing video games constantly, you kind of take that time out to, like, you don't take a lot of time to enjoy video games. You just kind of, Jesus Christ, you just kind of play them and that's it. You don't really take your time to enjoy them too much. And that's kind of a big problem. And I don't want to get burnt out on video games and not enjoy them anymore. So I've kind of just taken some time, played video games, and enjoyed it. I got Ancestors, The Humankind Odyssey recently. I got Stranded Deep pretty recently. I'm enjoying both of those games. I got House Flipper. I started getting back into The Sims 4, which I haven't played in like 3 years, I think. I think sometime around the time before my ex and I broke up. So like September 2017-ish, I think, was the last time I played it before this. I did actually hop onto it a bit for right when I got it on PS4, but I didn't really play it much. But I'm starting to play it a lot more, and I'm actually really enjoying it. I made a house for me and Jesse, or I made a playthrough for me and Jesse, and we're really enjoying it right now. I got Oblivion, like I said, and I'm doing a playthrough I've never done. I'm actually doing a build. I don't normally do builds when I play Elder Scrolls games and Fallout games because it just kind of gets in the way for me. Like, it kind of takes out my enjoyment because I like to kind of do a balanced, well-rounded character. I'll be right back. But yeah, I normally don't do builds when I do Fallout and Skyrim and Elder Scrolls games just because I kind of like to balance my character, especially in Elder Scrolls. I like to have a little bit of magic, a little bit of archery, a little bit of stealth, and a little bit of like just rounding myself around with weapons. But I did something I didn't normally do. I made a character I don't normally make. For those of you who watched my Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Let's Play when I started my channel, again, I am very sorry that I did not do the Dragonborn DLC on the channel. I kind of just played through that in like a weekend at Jesse's. It was very fun. It was very enjoyable. I regret not playing through it on the channel. Just don't yell at me about it, okay? I will always regret that not being on the channel because it's 100% playthrough, but you didn't see me do a big portion of the game. Oh, God. I don't know why I did that. I still don't understand why I did that. I just kind of was new to YouTube. If I ever get the desire to go back and play through Skyrim, I will do the Dragonborn DLC, and that will be it. I will just do the Dragonborn DLC for you guys so you see it on my channel and nothing else, because fuck replaying that entire game. I haven't enjoyed it. I haven't wanted to play Skyrim since then. Like, legitimately, I've not wanted to play Skyrim since I finished that Let's Play. Besides doing the 1000th video special, hopping in and checking out some mod stuff, I haven't actually wanted to play Skyrim. Like, I thought about doing a mod of Let's Play, and I was like, never mind. That's a bad idea. But yeah, I just kind of haven't wanted to play Skyrim because it's a fucking long as hell game, and that fucking playthrough burnt me out like crazy on Skyrim. So I was like, I'm just done for it for a bit. I watch YouTube videos about Skyrim and shit, but that's about it. But yeah, I went into Oblivion, and but if you guys know from my Elder Scrolls V Skyrim playthrough, I'm very fond of playing as Dark Elves. It is what I play as most of the time when I play an Elder Scrolls game. I have, I think, made Dark Elf characters in every Elder Scrolls game I have played. So I've made multiple in Oblivion, multiple in Skyrim, and one Dark Elf character in the Elder Scrolls Online. I created a few other characters in that. I don't remember what characters they were. I just know my first one was a Dark Elf, because my first character in every fucking Elder Scrolls game I play is always a goddamn Dark Elf, because I like Dark Elves. It's just who I am. But when I went to go play Oblivion Monday, I got home, I loaded it up, it got finished downloading, I went to go play, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do something different. I went as a female wood elf, female high elf. I don't ever... Wait, did I do wood elf? Is there high elves in that game? Whatever. I did a female... I'm pretty sure it's wood elf. I did a female wood elf, And I don't normally do that. I just kind of decided that that's what I want to do. So I went in, and then I was like, do I want to go stereotypical Wood Elf and play an archer? And I was like, nah, I'll do archery when I need to. You know, like I'll keep distance and do archery stealth stuff when I need to. But I decided to go with two-handed weapons because why the fuck not? So I'm currently a heavy armor wearing, two-handed weapon using, Knight class Warrior Stone Wood Elf female. Never once played that character in my life. Like, I've never played that type of build. I've normally gone with a well-rounded Dark Elf or Argonian or Orc character. Like, that's my kind of go-to, is Orc, Dark Elf, Argonian, Khajiit. I don't go for much else, and I keep them pretty well-rounded. But I decided to change it up, and I'm really enjoying the playthrough so far. I'm actually probably going to play some more of it today. I also bought MX vs. ATV All Out, which is the 2019 entry into the MX vs. ATV series of games. I love those games. I used to play them all the time as a kid with my dad, and they're still some of my favorite gaming memories of all time. My younger brother, my dad, and I loved playing them. And yeah, I've still enjoyed them much into my adult life. It's kind of part of who I am. It's why I went down to go mudding with my dad in November, because it was so much fun, and it was kind of something I always wanted to do. I might be going down again this November. Might post, if I can get a GoPro. If I remember to get a GoPro before going down, I will definitely post the GoPro footage of some of the rides on here. But yeah, I also got The Outer Worlds, which is a game I'm already enjoying so much. I've played, I think, an hour. No, I've played like probably 30 minutes of it. I've played a bit of it. I've gotten to the first town you go to after your pod lands and you go inside the ship and stuff. I've gotten to the first town. Edgewater, I think it's called. I can't remember what the fuck's called. I'm a little bit fucking buzzed. I'm still like, I'm hungover, guys. Give me credit. But I went into that town, I did a few missions, and I was like, you know what? I want to try out the other game. It took about 2 hours to fucking get everything downloaded, which kind of pissed me off. But I finally got it downloaded, and I played some MX vs. ATV All Out after I played The Outer Worlds. I don't know if I'll do an Outer Worlds Let's Play on the channel or not. RPG games for me are just hard to do as Let's Plays right now because of what happened with the Fallout 4 modded series, which really disappointed me and made me kind of pissed off at RPG games for a while. It took me a while to actually jump back into an RPG game. Like when I saw Oblivion on sale, or for like 12 or for like $13, I was like, okay, I gotta get it because it's Oblivion. And I wanted to play it for long. I wanted to play it again for a long time. I've never actually completed Oblivion, so I really, really wanted to play it again. But RPG games for me are just so difficult to get into sometimes because like of what happened with the Fallout 4 modded series, and it disappointed me so much because it was like, that was my pet project on the channel. I've talked about this multiple times. That was like my project series. It was something I really wanted to do, and I wanted to change the mods and, you know, add more mods as I could and as I went, and it just stopped working, and Fallout itself just stopped working, and it was so heartbreaking because like I loved that series. It was my baby. I loved it. That series was great. And then I just couldn't do it anymore, and I was so devastated. So I just kind of gave up on RPGs for a while because of that. I might go back and get 100% trophies on Fallout 4 because I know I can. I'm like 100% sure I can get all the trophies on Fallout 4. I've actually been trophy hunting a lot the past few days too, which is really great. I haven't even been playing video games with Dalton. I feel bad because I'm neglecting my best friend. But to be fair, both of us are kind of going a little bit stir crazy in this stupid fucking pandemic. So I mean, yeah. But yeah, so I might do a Let's Play of The Outer Worlds. Right now, I'm doing my own personal one just to kind of get my thoughts for the game. I always love doing that with a game. Like, if I'm going to do it on the channel and it's an RPG, I want to play through it first to kind of get my first thoughts. Unless it's a game I really, really want you guys to have, like, my first actual thoughts on it on the channel. I'm going to play it by myself first to kind of get an idea of it. Like, Fallout 4, I played by myself. I went to do a different Let's Play on Fallout 4 a while back and decided to scrap it because I didn't like it. And then decided to do another one, and I liked a lot more, the modded one. Skyrim I'd already played through. I never finished, but I'd already played through a bit of it before I did it on the channel. Outer Worlds I kind of want to get into a little bit before I decide if I want to put it on the channel or not. It's just kind of a game that part of me wants to put it on the channel, but I'm also kind of skeptical about putting it on the channel just because RPGs are very difficult to have people enjoy on YouTube, it seems sometimes, because people want you to do certain things a certain way when you play your game, like an RPG game. It's like, oh, you need to do this and this and this, not this, this, and this. I like being able to have that freedom of choosing what I want to do. And it always kind of gives me the idea to, okay, I could always do this differently if I do a Let's Play on it. You know, I can do a different character build. I can go lawful evil instead of good. You know, that sort of stuff. As I can change up how I want to play while I'm playing. Which is kind of what I love about RPG games, is you can play them so many different ways. You could play it one way by yourself, do a YouTube series on it in a different way, and experience the game completely differently, which is what I'm hoping to be able to do, but who knows. Alright, because this is the last like 5 minutes I have of this video, let's talk current series on the channel. What? 1 minute. So, God of War, what's going on with that? I have actually finished the final Valkyrie fights, the final 4 Valkyrie fights of Olrun, Air, Rota, and... oh, fuck, what's the other one's name? I think I had 4 to finish. I'm pretty sure. Gilder, maybe? I can't remember. Pretty sure I had 4 to finish the last time when I went on today. I finished them all. I finished all the Valkyrie fights, and we're up to the Queen Valkyrie fight now. I recorded a bit of a segment for that, tried to do it, was a little bit too tipsy, got really pissed off, decided to not keep trying and just kind of take a break and come back to it in a little bit. So hopefully very soon that will be being finished and being uploaded to the channel for the final episode. I think I'm going to also do an episode on the Realm Tears, closing all of those. And I don't know what else. Everything else might just be done off camera by myself to try to complete the game before we finish the Let's Play and just kind of have the game as completed as possible. Days Gone is still going to be recorded. I know, again, a lot of series have kind of taken a back burner and kind of just got fucking demolished this last 2 weeks of me just not recording and uploading. Again, it's kind of hard to upload when you're fucking passed out the minute you go home from work. So I think I'm going to record some shit tonight to kind of get stuff updated. Gotta tame them all. I gotta get talking to Dalton and see if he wants to record. That's kind of the big thing, is I gotta see if he wants to record it. It's not just on me. I gotta see if he wants to as well. Skyblock has pretty much ended because we're scared of our world corrupting, because our worlds keep corrupting, and it's making it very difficult for us to enjoy playing Minecraft. Long story short. Hell's Playground, I kind of have run out of ideas for that. Like, I played it, I recorded a few episodes, and then just my ideas fell out, and I just kind of haven't played it since. And I don't know why. I don't know if I'm going to continue that or not yet at this point. It's kind of up in the air. We Happy Few, I'm going to record a few episodes of that tonight. Probably, fuck, is there 5 weeks in May? I can't remember how many weeks we have this month, but or next month. I think I'll record basically the month's worth just right off the get-go and get those done. So I have stuff set for this month. Rage 2. I know a lot of people are wondering about this. Probably wondering about the series. If you're actually a subscriber on this channel. I know I'm talking to like 100 people that probably don't really focus on this channel too much. My view counts would definitely, yeah, show that. Rage 2 is pretty much done. At this point, I've ended that series. Like, there's no desire to keep recording. The long and short of it is not that it's not a bad game. It's not that I don't enjoy the game. I love the game. I'm enjoying it like crazy. The short of it is that I don't enjoy the way you have to record on Xbox. I made a mistake doing that as an Xbox One series rather than a PS4 series, and I have to live with that regret and the fact that I'm never going to continue that series, and that series is going to be a dead series on my channel. I wish I would have made the decision to play it on PS4 rather than Xbox, just because it's easier to record on PS4. I just run into a lot of issues when I'm recording on Xbox. Like, I ran into issues with recording my voiceover for the last few episodes I recorded, and I just said, fuck this, it's not worth it, and it kind of ended. I hate saying that it's done, but that's how it is sometimes. You gotta make a tough decision to end a series, and it's the decision I had to make with Rage 2. And I hate saying that. I'm still gonna play through it. I'll play through it completely at some point. I just have to find the time to want to play. I haven't wanted to play in a while either, to be honest. So it's kind of like a series that, or a game that I haven't wanted to play, and I can't really explain the reason why I haven't wanted to play. I just haven't. But yeah, will I do a series on the Xbox in the future? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll live stream from Xbox and just record from PlayStation. I haven't fully decided yet, but I'll figure something out as I go along. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, a big part of me just doesn't like recording off Xbox. It's a pain in the ass. If I could record the clip as a full 30-minute clip with my voice on top of it, I'd be happy as hell. That'd be the perfect way to do it. But for some reason, Xbox is like, no, 10-minute clips only, and you can't record your voice at the same time. Yeah, I really like the way PlayStation has their setup for capturing. It's a lot better. It works much nicer to the way I like recording my stuff. And yeah, hopefully in the future, I'll do another series on Xbox, and I'll find a way to do it better. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. Let me know anything you guys would like to see on the channel in the future, since things are probably going to be freeing up very soon. Stay golden. Peace.